the toughest lockdown restrictions since the spring. Starting tomorrow, new restrictions go into effect. New coronavirus cases and hospitalizations are exploding, putting an already stressed healthcare system in even greater dire straits. Let's go to CNN's Paul Vercaven in Los Angeles for us. Paul, tell us more about these new measures that are about to go into effect in huge chunks of California.
Well, they are very serious restrictions, and as you pointed out, they'll go into effect 1 minute before midnight tomorrow. But what prompted all this? This straight line to despair. It's not a curve. Let's look at the numbers in California. The last count, 25,000 new COVID-19 related cases, more than 10,000 hospitalizations, more than 200 deaths. Now, they had implemented this plan that if the intensive care unit capacity dropped below 15% in any region, then the new strict measures would go into place, and indeed it has happened. So, in the San Joaquin region and in the Southern California region, a total of 27 million people, we will see these measures, which forbid going to playgrounds and museums, to distilleries, breweries, and the like. Also a mandate that people wear masks. We've also had some Bay Area counties join in, so most of the state will be under these severe guidelines. This is not being welcomed throughout the state. In fact, the sheriff of Riverside County called the new restrictions ridiculous.
While the governor's office and the state has threatened action against violators, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department will not be blackmailed, bullied, or used as muscle against Riverside County residents in the enforcement of the governor's orders.
But back out here live, I'm at the UCLA Medical Center. Doctors and nurses, top brass here, applauding these stricter regulations. They say they need something to flatten this curve, protect doctors, nurses, and the rest of the public. Also on the UCLA front, they can store 1 million vaccines here in 7 freezers, and they expect to be putting some shots into people's arms here with the COVID-19 vaccination in some 2 weeks.
Shalom, CNN. Tens of millions in California
last night all across Southern California. Now, these sheriffs are taking the stance saying that compliance with health orders is a matter of personal responsibility and not a matter of law enforcement. He says that the Orange County Sheriff's deputies will not be dispatched to or respond to calls for service to enforce compliance with face coverings, social gatherings, and stay-at-home orders. There's also this tiered system that they put into place, where they're at the tier purple, which has a curfew. They will not be enforcing that either. So, if you're looking for some righteous individuals out there to get behind, open your eyes, because they're out there. In this instance, we have sheriffs making a stand in many different areas, so there's no reason for people to say that there's no one to get behind out here that's standing up for your rights. These are the guys that took an oath to protect the people, and that's how it's supposed to be. I'll leave a link. Join me over on DLive on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll find me.
Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash. Salutation to the elders and apostolic GMS groups and ones alike teach on verse and truth. Shalom Barakathum to them for the edification and knowledge. And double honors to the elders and apostolic GMS groups and ones alike teaching on verse and truth. Shalom Barakathum to them. Foremost, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash. That was a CNN video relating to the stay-at-home order in California, tens of millions, and also DAHBOO77 talking about authorities defying that, the governor's order or mandate. I'm going to go to Second Esdras, the classic, Second Esdras 15 and 14. Woe into the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in the power. That relates to civil unrest, insurrection, violent uprising, nation, people against people, Egypt against Egypt, relating to Isaiah. The precursors basically of Great Tribulation, Jacob's trouble, and different things. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. That's martial law. Stay-at-home orders, curfew, only movement for essential businesses only, such as work, shopping, medical reasons, etc. For because of their pride, the city shall be in trouble, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Number 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread and for great tribulation. So civil unrest, entering, breaking in. You got civil unrest, entering, breaking in, looting, rioting. A recipe for pretty much a precursor of a hellish state and condition relating to things to come. This relates to the Great Tribulation, Jacob's trouble, and different things. Civil unrest, insurrection, things that's really going on right now. Let's go to Matthew 12. Matthew 12. This is Matthew 12. Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself brought to desolation, every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? It won't stand. And that's what it is. You got the division. The division is happening. The division between the powers to be. You know what I mean? For example, governor, local, state, federal. You know, they're not on the same page, man. They're not on the same governmental wavelength of operation, pretty much working together. I'm going to go to Mark 3:24. Mark 3:24. Mark 3:24. This is Mark 3:24. I'm going to read through 27. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And this end ultimately lead to the division, the divide relating to his kingdom, his rulership, man, because there's dissension, strife, and contention within his rulership, within the rank structure. So that division was ultimately is going to lead to that crack, that fracture, which is going to collapse. 27. No man enter into a strong man's house. That strong man represents the one who's in power, and spoil his goods, except he must first bind the strong man and then spoil his house. So you got to contain the strong man, which is the one in power, so you can get his goods, man. And ultimately, that's what symbolically Yahushua is going to do. He's going to contain the strong man, which is the wicked, and spoil and take his goods and pretty much take him out of power. Now, this was something short relating to those two videos. Hope it helped. Whoever listened, give all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahshua Bashem, Rakadash, to Water Shalom. Thanks.